Salvator Mundi is a Gnostic painting, either by Leonardo da Vinci himself or by someone from his circle. That school is associated with Gnostic traditions influenced by followers of John the Baptist and Mithraic sun cults, who lived ascetic lives, renouncing earthly pleasures. The painting conceals and reveals many esoteric ideas. Jesus appears feminine, his hand gesture resembles a Baphomet symbol, and his expression looks possessed, similar to the animation I Pet Goat. Let's consider what they are truly trying to convey. Female-like figure. Leonardo paints John the Baptist and Salvator Mundi with both feminine and masculine characteristics, as well as Saint John in the Last Supper. Is he suggesting that all of these figures represent Mary Magdalene, or is he implying an androgynous, Gnostic concept of Christ? In Gnostic myth, Adama, Adam Kadmon, is the original androgynous human, male and female united, created in the divine realm as a perfect spiritual being. This primordial human reflects divine wholeness, not biological sex. The material Adam is a flawed imitation made by the archons, who lack true divine spirit. A hidden divine spark is placed within him, allowing the possibility of awakening. Eve represents Gnosis, the force that awakens Adam to his true origin. Salvation means reuniting the divided masculine and feminine within, returning to the original androgynous state. Leonardo often depicts males as feminine and females as masculine. He implies that perfection lies in the union of opposites, a return to primordial conditions. His John the Baptist and Jesus are not fully materialized in this world, they exist in a perfect, pre-fall realm, the Pleroma, Eden, which is indeed Edom, which means red, which conceals planet Mars, the hometown of Gnostic race. Baphomet. There is one more figure, pointing to both the sky and the earth with its fingers, similar to the gesture in the Salvator Mundi painting, Baphomet. The Templars confessed to venerating the head of Baphomet, which some believe was the head of Saint John the Baptist. According to Gnostic belief, the manifestation of Baphomet in the New World Order would be the Salvator, the savior of the world. Here I will explain briefly that in Gnostic lore there are two imprisoned Antichrist, one in sky Azazel in Orion, one is Osiris, Cronus-like figures in Tartarus. Tartarus is the deep abyss beneath the earth, even deeper than the underworld, Hades. In Lovecraft novels, the hollow earth or underworld is portrayed as the place where Rulia sank, where Cthulhu and the great old ones lie dead but dreaming, awaiting their awakening, the rise of their city, and the restoration of their dominion over earth. This mirrors the biblical Watchers or Nephilim, imprisoned in the abyss, an ancient term for the ocean. In occult, either other star systems, Orion, Draco or Hollow Earth points to another dimension. Their gods are dead for this dimension but alive. All strange projects are for the return of their gods. Even nuclear weapons are for breaking space-time fabric, to bring their gods back. I Pet Goat 2. There is a scene in I Pet Goat 2 where Jesus appears to be in a trance-like state, seemingly unconscious. In the Salvator Mundi painting, Jesus's eyes do not appear properly aligned. This gives the impression of a possessed Christ, an antichrist figure. He appears soulless, as if he is merely a vessel or transmitter for something else. Jesus, or perhaps the Antichrist, is pointing upward while holding an orb in the other hand. Thus, what is above is governed by Baphomet, and this sphere is governed by him as well. But where is that above? There are many theories. The most plausible is that the three stars on the crystal orb are Leonardo's signature, Regulus, Denebola, and Algebra, Gamma Leonis. What, then, is the connection to the constellation Leo with Jesus as Antichrist? According to Greek mythology, Eurystheus had given 12 tasks to Hercules. His first task was to bring back the pelt of the Nemean lion. It was said that the lion's pelt was impenetrable. First Hercules tried to kill the lion with arrows, but as its fur was impenetrable, he couldn't kill it. Eventually Hercules used his club and strangled the lion to death. But his task was not yet over, as he had to remove the lion's pelt and couldn't use his knife. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, noticed the hero's struggle and told him to use the lion's own claws to skin its pelt. In order to immortalize this event, Zeus, the king of gods and the god of the sky, put the lion in the celestial form of the Leo constellation. What is this mythology telling us? It suggests that, to defeat the ultimate enemy, one must use the enemy's own power. This idea is implied in I, Pet Goat 2, they either will possess Jesus or claim that they already have. Possessing or summoning the hero of the opposing side is portrayed as the ultimate trick. At the beginning, Jesus appears to be in a trance-like state. When destruction unfolds, he awakens and opens his eyes. He then sails out of the scene, out of the world awakened, filled with deep sorrow, and cast into exile. This mirrors, in reverse, what happened to Satan or Lucifer. X-cross is both in fingers and chest in the gown. Revelation 13 doesn't have a number. It reveals the name of the beast and the large group of men associated with that name. The number 666, associated with the beast in the book of Revelation, is written in Greek as chi stigma, where each letter represents a numerical value, 600 plus 60 plus 6, in the Greek numeral system, symbolizing imperfection or humanity falling short of God's perfection, represented by 7. Early writings in original Greek do not have number but letter, X in Greek, so in occult X is for Satan, Nimrod, or whoever their weighted Antichrist is. Leonardo put one X to chest and with fingers crossed it implies X. So Jesus becomes the possessed X-Messiah, X-Christ, indeed Antichrist. All the strange projects anticipated in the coming years: Project Blue Beam, First Encounter, and the Return of the Anunnaki aim to convince humanity that the Antichrist is, in fact, Christ. Even 500 years ago, Leonardo was aware of the new world order toward which we are heading. Their theology and their capabilities are beyond our imagination. They are merely waiting for the alignment of heavenly bodies to begin their agenda. Unfortunately, it appears that our time is approaching, perhaps in the coming years.